Alright, hello everybody, Todd here, all things archery and shooting. It's been a little while since I've done a video here. I've just been working a lot and getting ready for hunting season right now. So hunting season here starts in 2 days on Saturday. But in the meantime, I got this new bow and I want to go over with you and show you what I got. Just came in the mail. Let's check it out and see what we got. Okay. Alright, here we go. This is an SAS bow. It is the Gravity Recurve. I know they make a Gravity long bow as well too, but this is the Recurve version. Sure got it wrapped up pretty well. Beautiful bow though. This is the SAS Gravity. Okay, here we go. Very nice. Huh. I wonder where the string, looking for a string right now. There it is, string and instructions right there. Okay, we got a rest with it. Came with a pretty nice sticker. Looks like a 14 strand fast flight string. Okay, and of course an owner's manual, all right? The bow is 60 inches overall, limb tip to limb tip. It is a recurve. It's rated for 45 pounds. It's got a medium grip on it. Got some beautiful wood to it. Tapered limbs. Let's get these off here and check them out. Okay. All right. There we go. Again, one piece bow. SAS Gravity, 60 inches, 45 pounds. It uses diamond wood and in it. Let's see what the instructions here have to say about it. Pretty simple. Gives you a description on the bow, how to string it. There's no stringer with the bow though. So, very good. Alright. Okay, I did some research online for the SAS website. All it says on their website this bow is that it is made with fine hardwoods. It looks almost like the diamond wood used in like the black hunter bows and stuff. It's got the same kind of laminates throughout it. It's got some kind of hard, maybe maple rim here. The limbs of this bow are maple, they're not bamboo. It is a 60-inch bow, 45 pounds. So, and I was trying to look inside this instruction book to see what it's made of, but there's nothing here. It tells you what it's made of. All it says in the book here is it's made of fine hardwoods. Okay, well that's good enough. Well, the bow does come with a rest. And like I said, it comes with a nice neat sticker. And of course, a fast flight string. And of course, a fast flight string and a string knock. Okay? I'm going to get you a better picture of this thing up close so you can see it. It's a beautiful bow. We'll start with the upper limb. Upper limb, it's got a reinforced tips on it. It's maple inside the limbs, laminated. Looks like 2 cores of maple with a fiberglass front belly and fiberglass back. It is a tapered limb, so the limb does taper down to a point. Okay, it's a full recurve. It's got quite a wide sight window on it. As you can see, it's quite large. All right, and it's got a medium grip on it, so it fits the hand pretty well. It's almost, I mean, it fits mine. I've got a pretty good sized hand, but someone with a smaller hand probably wouldn't be able to get their hand around this. It is quite beefy, especially in this midsection here. But it does fit my hand quite well, and I got a pretty good large hand. So here's the back of the bow. You can see it says right there, SAS Gravity, 60 inches at 45 pounds. They also make this same bow in a longbow version as well. Okay, look at that limb though. It's beautiful color, and look at that. I love that. It doesn't have any reinforced crown on it, which I'm surprised. But otherwise, it's a beautiful looking bow. Look at the bottom limb. Bottom limb is reinforced as well. It's kind of neat how they like blended the paint. You really don't see the laminates of maple. You have to look really close, but you can see there's two layers of there's two layers of laminate in there. You have to look really close, otherwise they got paint on there to kind of blend it in, I guess. It's a little bit heavy too. I'm not sure what this is right here. That's a 45-pound weight, I guess. It's marked 45, but it's also marked 45 here. It's not a bad bow. Got a little bit of shipping mark on it right there, it looks like. Rubbed off, no problem. All right, let's get this thing strung up and get the rest on it and see what it pulls. All right, first thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and get the rest on. As always, get you some denatured alcohol, which is right here. Don't want to use acetones, it might mess up the laminate, so use denatured alcohol on it. Okay. All right, and just clean that rest area really good. That way it'll stick really well for you. Okay. It did come with a pre-cut rest, which is nice. It's like a hair rest. Okay. So the rest will go on. It is a radius shelf, which is kind of nice too. So the rest will go. The rest doesn't quite fit over the whole thing, but I guess it doesn't need to, so we're going to put it right in the middle. Okay. All right. Let's get this on first. All right, here we go. Want to get it right in the middle there. There we go, right in the middle. Okay. Now I don't like about it, the rest doesn't cover the whole, the hair rest doesn't cover the whole sight wound up. So those are going to be bouncing off this wood. So I'm probably going to be able to change this rest out later on to a full bare hair rest. But we'll use this for right now because it came with the bow. Okay. Put our strike plate on, which is this here. Okay. Slide the strike plate on. There we go. Alrighty. You know what? I'm going to move that back just a little bit further. I didn't like it there. I'm going to move a little back a little bit further. Can't go back much further, but I want to get the arrow more bearing surface to land on. There we go. That's better. And I am going to be, like I said, I will be replacing this rest pretty soon. But there we go. Got the rest on it now. Just don't like this rest, so I will definitely be changing that rest out eventually. Okay. All right. Now that that's on, that's a really wide sight. Well, I bet that's 3 inches there. Just take a look at that, how wide that rest area is. I mean, that's quite large. 2 3/4 inches wide, so it's pretty good wide rest area. Sight window on this thing is right at 4 inches. It's got a very large sight window on it. Like I said, I'm not real happy with that rest the way it came out. I think they could have done better. Okay. Alright, here we go. Okay, let's go ahead and get it, the knock on it and get it strung up. Alright, so overall, I'll look at the bow here. I got the rest on now. I'm not really happy with the rest. I think it's kind of cheesy, a chintzy rest. I think there's a much better rest on there, so I am definitely going to be replacing that rest with something else. But overall, the fit and finish of the bow looks nice. I don't see any major issues with that. There's no glue marks or glue lines, no scratches, anything. I paid $170 to $169.99 for this bow from Amazon shipped, and I just went online and checked it. It's now $199, but I did pay $169 for it. And I think for $169 it looks like a pretty good value. It's supposed to be a pretty quick bow too, so when we get part 2 of this video, we'll get out to the range and check it out. In the meantime, let's go ahead. I think they copied the bear emblem on the back side. That's kind of nice. Let's get this thing strung up. We'll check the draw weight, make sure the draw weight matches, and then we'll wrap up and head out to the range, see how she shoots on the range. Okay, the string they sent with it is a 14 strand string, which is right for a 45-pound bow. It's heavily waxed, which is nice. It's got a very small serving area though. I mean, really small. I mean, that serving area is, I don't know, maybe 5 inches, maybe 6. 5.5 inches. So it's a 5.5. So I don't like. It should have been a much larger serving unit. I like a much larger, but it'll be fine. It's got looks like the string got a little kink into it, but it'll probably work its way out. It's got a lot of wax on it. I can feel it. It's also got one hole here. It's got a big one and a small one, as you can see. So that's good, big and small. So we know what goes on the bottom limb. Let's get this bad boy strung up and see what she pulls. Brace height of this bow should be 7.5 inches, if I'm not mistaken. I remember reading online what it says to set this thing up at. Let's double check. Came with a nice instruction booklet though. It's got everything in there. Bow maintenance, takedown, everything we want to know about it. What arrows to shoot out of it, recommended arrow weight. It's even got a little scan card you can scan with your phone for more information, which is kind of neat. Yeah, 7.5 inches the brace height, okay? All right, let's get that done. Get a nice little registration warranty in the back. By the way, these bows here, as the registration on this bow is, let me see if I can find the warranty on this thing. Here, warranty on this bow, 3-year limited warranty to the original owner only. So it does have a 3-year warranty on the bow from the manufacturer, which is kind of nice. It's always good to have a warranty on a bow. All right, let's get this thing all done up here. Okay. I'm going to put about, I don't know, 6 or 7 twists in just to be safe. People ask me, which way do you twist the string? It really doesn't make a difference which way you twist it unless you're using a Flemish twist. But for a standard string like this, endless loop, it doesn't really make a difference which way you twist the string. Okay? So I put about 8 twists in the string. Okay, let's see what it does. Get our 7.5 inch brace height out of that. I've got my bow stringer. You should always, always, always use a bow stringer. Never not use a bow stringer. I know a lot of you guys say, oh, I've been stringing bows for years. I don't need no damn bow stringer. Trust me, bow stringers save you a lot of heartache. They're a lot easier, especially on your bow. They won't damage your bow. I have twisted limbs on bows before, trying to do it the old-fashioned way with the step-through method. Only the method I'd recommend without a bow stringer would be the push method, but I very seldom use that. I always try to use a bowstring on my bow. So let's get this thing strung up and see what we got. Okay. All right, the recommended brace height in this bow is between 7.5 and 8.5 inches, okay? I've got it right at about 8 inches right now. So, yeah, about 8.25 inches right now. So I'm just at the far end of that brace height. And I have no twist in the string to get that. And I twisted, I had like a 10-inch brace height, so I untwisted the string, and now I've got 8.25 inches. So it's still within the recommended manufacturers of 7.5 to 8.5. So maybe this bow, the string will stretch a little bit and get it back down close to that 8 inch. So we'll see how that works out. Otherwise, I might have to go to like a 2-inch longer string or 1-inch longer string, put some twist in it. Let's go get that knock on there now. Okay, I got the knock on there. I'll get it set on my, as you can see there, set on my stand there. I just set my knock about 3/8 of an inch high, and I work my way down. Some people like to set about an 1/8 inch high. I just like to start 3/8 of an inch high, mostly because at that height, I know that I can have room to adjust the bow with when I start tuning it. Because when I start tuning arrows, it's going to need to be tuned. So, no doubt about that in my mind. It's going to have to be tuned. Okay. There we go. I don't crimp down really hard on these brass knocks, just hard enough to hold it. So I'm going to be able to move it back and forth when I start tuning the bow. There we go. Yeah, I can still move it a little bit. Okay, good. Alright, now let's check the draw weight on it. I'll check it on my handheld scale first, and then I'll check it on my tilter. This bow should be 45 pounds and 28 inches. Now my draw length's 29.5 inches. On most bows, I could pull, on a 45 pound, I usually pull between 47 and 48 pounds at my draw length. So we'll test it at my draw length first, and we'll check it on the tiller machine and see how close it is to factory draw weight, like it says. And here we go. Wow. Well, it's not coming in at 45 pounds. With my handheld scale, I'm pulling 52 pounds on this bow. On the tillering machine, it's coming in at 48 pounds at 28 inches. So it's a little bit heavier than the 45 pound rating, which is not too terrible, but doesn't quite make the 45 pound rating. So my draw length at 29.5 inches, bow's pulling 52 pounds, okay? All right, so that's interesting, but let's talk some more about it. Okay, so we got the bow, the fast flight strings on there. We got the rest on there, which I don't like the rest. I will be changing that rest out eventually. Okay, got a little sharp. One thing about these brass nocks, you got to watch. Sometimes you get a little sharp edge on them. You need to grip them down so that sharp edge don't bite you. So I don't like about brass nocks. There we go. Okay. The bow, once it's strung up, let's see how long it is. From limb tip to limb tip. Strung up, the bow is 55 inches, so it's pretty short for a big good bow, for like in a tree stand or maybe in a ground blind. It does have your string guides there, which is nice. It lines up really well. Reinforced tips on the bow. Okay. All right. It's got a definitely distinctive recurve on it, though, as you can see that. All right, let's head outside to the range, see what she shoots at now. That'll be part 2 of the video, and see how she shoots. First arrow we're going to shoot is going to be the 490 grain Port Orford cedar shaft. We're going to shoot it from the chronograph is 10 foot in front of the target. I'm going to be about 10 foot behind the chronograph. Let's take a look and see how it shoots. I'm going to shoot 6 arrows. First arrow. 181. Second arrow. 179. Third arrow. 176. Fourth arrow. 182. Fifth arrow. 180. Sixth and final arrow. 177. Okay, now let's try the hunting weight shaft. These are 590 grains each, almost 600 grains, so we're going to shoot these across the chronograph too. Same 6 arrows. First arrow. 162. Second arrow. 160. Third arrow. 164. Fourth arrow. 155. Fifth arrow. No reed. Fifth arrow. 162. Sixth and final arrow. I got an error. One more time. Sixth and final arrow. $163. Okay, not too bad, about 182 feet per second for the 490 grain arrow, and about 160 feet per second for the 590 grain arrow. Let's try the accuracy now. We're going to shoot 3 to this target and 3 to that target. So we do 20 yards. Okay. All right, 20 yards. Got all right in here. I got about a 3-inch group. That wiffle ball is 3 inches. And I got 2 out of 3 in the wiffle ball. Not too bad, 2 out of 3. Let's back up and try our 3D target now. Okay, we're going to put 3 rounds on this 3D target here. This is a Glendale Big Buck 3D. It's about shot out. I wouldn't recommend this target. I've had it for about 3 months now. It's already falling apart. I got a new target coming in. I'll do a review on that when it gets here. But I'm going to be buying one of these. These don't hold up very well, at least for the kind of shooting I do. I shoot an average of 50 to 60 arrows a day, maybe sometimes 100 a day. And this target's just not designed to hold up to that kind of shooting. So anyway, this is a 4-sided target. I've already shot out 3 sides completely. So on the 4th and final side, we're going to shoot this up and aim right here. It's the hard area. Step off 20 yards and put 6 arrows in there and see what we can do. Okay. All right. That's 6 arrows. I had 1 flyer. I knew it was a flyer release. I had a bad release. I knew it would happen. But 5 of the arrows all in the heart within 3 inches, maybe a little less than 3 inches. I got 3 almost touching and 2 just about 1 inch away. They're all in the heart though, so bow does shoot well. Doesn't have much hand shock at all. very quiet and super quiet compared to those silencers on it. I'm really surprised how quiet this One Piece bow is. It feels good in the hand too when you shoot it. It doesn't vibrate or shock in the string. Just once it goes, all you really hear in the bow is a little thump. That was it. So it shoots really well. Okay, this is going to be the last accuracy shoot. This will be the last accuracy we shoot for 20 yards. We're going to put 2 arrows on each of these targets to see what we can do for a total of 6. 2 here, 2 here, and 2 there. Let's see what we can do. 20 yards. Okay. All right, not bad. Not bad at all. 20 yards. I got one right in the bullseye, or just a corner of the bullseye at 7 o'clock. I got one to 9. Here I got one in the bull at 6 and at 9. Here I got a little bit higher here. A little bit high, still in the kill in the lung area. And this one is lung area, so not too bad. Bow does shoot well. Okay, this is the last of the shooting. I'm going to put 6 arrows in that wiffle ball down there at 20 yards. And then we'll walk down and see how I did, okay? This way you can see the tilt of the bow and how it moves and stuff. So, wish me luck. 6 arrows, wiffle ball. Not bad. Let's take a look. Okay, let's take a walk down here so I did. It's like I got 3, maybe 4 in the wiffle ball at 20 yards. Let's take a look. This is where I was shooting from right here. It looks like I got maybe 3, maybe 4. Let's take a walk there and take a look. Okay, 20 yards. Okay. All right. Here's 2 misses right here. These both missed. They hit high, just above it, maybe an inch above it. That left 1, 2, 3, 4 in the wiffle ball. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not so bad. All right. I think my target's about wore out. Okay. Let's head inside now, and we're going to go ahead and talk about this bow when I think about it. Now it's all set up and shot. All right. Catch you inside. Okay, everybody, Todd, all things archery and shooting. This is the part 3 of my review on this SAS Gravity Recurve Bow. Just to recap, this is a 60-inch bow at 45 pounds. The actual draw weight of this bow is pulling 47 pounds at 28 inches. So my draw length is pulling just under 50 pounds at my 29.5-inch draw length. We've already done the unboxing and the range session. Now we're in the final review session of this, but I think about my thoughts on it. And these are my thoughts. These are what I think about the bow. You can take them on as you like them. But I rate all my bows on the same 6 qualities, which is quality, fit, and finish, specifications of the bow, speed of the bow, the shootability of the bow, the quietness of the bow, and the value of the bow, okay? Okay. Overall, the bow shot really, really well. It was quiet. It was easy to shoot. Like almost one-piece bows, there's very little hand shock to this bow. The grip's a little bit big if you have a little bit smaller hand, but they fit my large hands fairly well. But if you got like a medium-sized hand or a smaller hand, the grip might be a little bit large for you. This is a high grip compared to a standard recurve bow. It's a much higher grip than, say, like the Black Hunter bow is. It does have a large sight window, okay, as well. It's got definitely distinctive recurve to it, as you can see here. All right. Okay, the limbs in these things are maple core. All right. So there's 2 layers of maple in there, backed by fiberglass front and back. Okay. The wood's really pretty wood. Okay, it's got a lot of character to it. This power band piece of wood here makes it really look good. There is no crown piece on the top of the bow here, like most of your more expensive bows have. It does have a neat little SAS emblem, which like the old bear metal used to be put in there. This one has the SAS, who makes the bow. Okay. All right. Okay, also the brace height is recommended between 7.5, 8.5 inches. I got it set right at 8 inches right now. It seemed to work fine with this bow. There wasn't undue loudness or slap to the bow as well. You put a pair of string saws on this bow, it'd probably be really, really super quiet. Only complaint I really have about the string on this bow is just the short serving area is only about 5.5 inches. I don't know why people do that. I mean, especially on a traditional bow, you need to, I can understand like a compound bow or something, but on a traditional bow that shoot with fingers, you should have at least an 8 or 9 inch serving. That's my only main complaint about this bow. Otherwise, the bow works really well, shot really well. It's fairly accurate. I had no issues with the accuracy of the bow. Shot quite well. Let's get to my 6 points of interest in this bow. First, we're going to talk about the quality, fit, and finish. Well, the quality of the bow is outstanding. It's a very good quality bow. SAS makes some really good bows. I've shot their bows before. There's no like glue lines or any rough areas or sanding marks on the bow anywhere. Everything on the bow is just finished really well. Okay, I do like the idea instead of seeing clear bamboo core, they kind of like camouflage it in with the, I don't know if that's black fiberglass or dye, what that is, but it's kind of nice. It hides that bamboo core a little bit so it doesn't jump out at you. I do like the grain of the bow. It's really nice. So quality, fit, and finish the bow, I'm going to give it an 8. Okay. So let's go ahead and mark that right now. So that'll be an 8. Okay. Specifications of the bow. Well, the bow is specified according I got it from Amazon. The price on the bow is $169 shipped. I did recheck the price on this bow. I think the last price I saw was $199. I will put a link in the description box for you. But I paid $169 for it with free shipping with Prime from Amazon. So I had it in about 4 days I got the bow. And according to the specifications, a 60-inch bow, which it is. It did say it came with a string and a rest, which it did. And also, the only thing that was off on the bow was the draw weight. Draw weight in the bow is supposed to be 45 pounds at 28 inches. This bow actually pulls 47 pounds, so it's a little bit heavy. I'd rather be a little bit heavy than a little bit light, but that's still not 100% accurate. So because of that, we're going to give it a 7 on the quality, on the specifications of the bow. Okay? All right, so that'll be a 7. Okay. Next is going to be the speed of the bow. Okay, the speed of this bow, it's not super fast. It's about average for a recurve bow of this size. The Black Hunter is a much faster bow. My Old Mountain Stygian's a much faster bow. It's right in the middle range of speed. On average, with a 10 grains per pound of draw weight, this bow is shooting right around 180 to 182 feet per second. With a hunting weight arrow around 12.5 grains of draw weight, it was shooting around 160 feet per second. I'll put all these in a title card in the video for you. You can see for yourself the averages. Like always, I shot 6 arrows from each weight, and I'll throw out the high and throw out the low and average 4 that are left. So looking about 180 to 160 on the bow. So about 20 feet per second slower than for a hunting weight arrow compared to a standard 10 grains per pound or draw weight. Is it fast? For a recurve bow, yeah, it's fairly fast, but no faster than other bows out there of the same price range. So we're gonna have to give it this for speed. We'll give it also a 7. Okay. So make this a 7 also. Okay. It's not the fastest, but not the slowest either. All right. Shootability bow. The shootability bow was really good. The bow shot really well. I mean, there was no hand shock to it. I mean, I was able to pick the bow up right away and get on target with it. I think a little more tuning it more accurate with it, but I just basically did a standard 3/8 inch bow on your knock point and shot it. I didn't really tune any arrows for it like that, and it was still shooting 3.5 inch groups at 20 yards for me, and it was shooting right where I was aiming for. So I can't complain about the shootability of the bow. So the shootability of the bow, I'm gonna have to give it like, let's say a 9, because it shot really well. Okay. Quietness bow. Now this bow is probably one of the most quiet bows I've ever shot. It is a one piece, so it's going to be much quieter, but there was hardly any limb slap of this, no string slap. I mean, the bow is really, really quiet as it is, and I can't imagine you put a set of string silencers on there and a set of rugs on the tips here. It'll probably be so quiet it'll be ridiculous. But it was, I mean, it's probably one of the quietest bows I've shot. So I mean, the bow was really quiet. I mean, there's no like a loud twang or thump. The string didn't vibrate afterwards. It just was like a straight like foop. That's all you heard. A foop, foop. So it shot. I mean, it was fairly quiet. So for quietness, we'll give it a 9 because it was really super quiet. Okay. All right. All right. Value of the bow. Yeah, value of the bow. It's $169. I consider it a good value. Yeah, I consider it's $199 now. I mean, it's a one-piece bow. Are there better bows out there in a one-piece? I mean, my old mountain Stygian's around $250. It's a little bit higher quality, but it's also almost $100 more. I mean, for $169 shipped, I think it's a good value. Even $199 what it's selling for now is a good value. So let's give it an 8 on value, okay? We'll give it an 8 on value, all right? Okay, so that comes out to, I guess it's a 48 out of 60, which puts it in the top, 4 or 5 bows that I've shot. Can I recommend this bow to someone? Yeah, it's not for a beginner. I probably recommend it's for more of an intermediate person, someone coming from a lower cost bow, a lower poundage bow. Bow is a great bow for hunting. It's not too long for hunting. It'll work good in a tree stand or work good in a ground blind, I think, just because of the 60-inch AMO. When it's strung up, only comes in at just about 55 inches, so you got a lot of room to swing with it. There's no hand shock to it. It's comfortable to shoot. All right. It's not loud at all. So yeah, I could recommend this bow probably for an intermediate to an experienced person, someone that that's going to do a lot of shooting with it. Like any traditional bows, you're going to need to put a lot of time behind the string on it. But this bow, I mean, one thing going for it, the shootability, at least in my case, was really good. I mean, I was able to get on target right away. So I mean, it's a smooth shooting bow, which is very important on these recurves. There was really no stacking to the bow. I felt the very tiniest bit of stacking when I got to like almost to my full draw of 20.5 inches, but at 28 inches, when I was testing the tiller machine, there was no stacking at all. The boat, it was smooth, draw cycle all the way through and release. So for the price, you can't go wrong with the bow. It's a really good bow, so I would recommend it. All right, well, that's been the review on the SAS Gravity recurve bow. If you guys like this review, click that like button for me. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Also, next to the subscription button, you'll find that bell icon. Click that bell icon. You'll be notified of upcoming videos. Also, hunting season's here now, so I'm starting to upload hunting videos to my Patreon site. There will be a link in my description of the Patreon. That's for my paid members, but there's already, I'm going to be uploading, I've got 2 videos I'm going to be uploading soon for hunting on that. One was a big boar hunt, and one was a pretty nice whitetail deer hunt here in Florida. About 130 class, roughly, deer I was able to get on opening day, so let's go ahead and look for that as well. So that'll be on my Patreon channel. Other than that, I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your support. My channel is growing. It's getting bigger and bigger, and I appreciate it. I couldn't have done it without you guys. So everybody out there, thank you. If you have comments, leave me in the comments. I try to answer all my comments if I can. I really enjoy seeing your comments. My next video, I'm trying to find an SAS Gravity longbow. I'm going to do a review on that up next probably. And then I'm also going to be doing like a head-to-head shootout between this one and the longbow, kind of like what I did with the Black Hunter, comparing the longbow to the recurve bow. So be sure to look for that upcoming videos soon, okay? I want to thank you guys for watching, and as always, we've been talking about all things archery and shooting, and until next time, guys, ciao.